Lumbinī, the Lovely, is a Buddhist pilgrimage site in the Rupandehi District of Nepal. It is the place where, according to Buddhist tradition, Queen Mayadevi gave birth to Siddhartha Gautama in 563 BCE. Gautama, who achieved enlightenment sometime around 528 BCE, became the Gautama Buddha and founded Buddhism. Lumbinī is one of many magnets for pilgrimage that sprang up in places pivotal to the life of Gautama Buddha. Lumbinī has a number of temples, including the Mayadevi temple and several others which are still under construction. Many monuments, monasteries and a museum, the Lumbinī International Research Institute, are also located within the holy site. Also located there is the Puskariniha holy pond where the Buddha's mother took the ritual dip prior to his birth and where he, too, had his first bath. At other sites near Lumbinī, earlier Buddhas were, according to tradition, born, achieved ultimate enlightenment and finally relinquished their earthly forms. Lumbinī was granted World Heritage status by UNESCO in 1997. In the Buddha's time, Lumbinī was situated between Kapilavastu and Devadaha. It was there that the Buddha was born. A pillar discovered in 1896 is believed to mark the spot of Ashoka's visit to Lumbinī. The site was not known as Lumbinī before the pillar was discovered. According to an inscription on the pillar, it was placed there by the people then in charge of the park to commemorate Ashoka's visit and gifts. The park was previously known as Rumanai, 2 miles north of Bhagavanpura. In the Sutta Nipata, it is stated that the Buddha was born in a village of the Sakyams in the Lumbinī Ujjanapada. The Buddha stayed in Lumbinī Vana during his visit to Devadaha and preached the Devadaha Sutta. Rediscovery. In 1896, Nepalese archaeologists discovered a great stone pillar at Lumbinī. Thura postulated that the pillar was placed at the site by Ashoka circa 245 BCE. Records made by the Chinese pilgrim Faxian in the early 5th century CE were also used in the process of identifying this religiously acclaimed site. Recent excavations beneath existing brick structures at the Mayadevi temple at Lumbinī have uncovered evidence for an older timber structure beneath the walls of the newer brick Buddhist shrine, which was constructed during the Ashokan era. The layout of the Ashokan shrine closely follows that of the earlier timber structure, which suggests a continuity of worship at the site. The pre-Mauryan timber structure appears to be an ancient Bodhigara, consisting of post holes and a wooden railing surrounding a clay floor containing mineralized tree roots that appears to have been worn smooth by visitors. Radiocarbon dating of charcoal from the wooden post holes and optically stimulated luminescence dating of elements in the soil suggests human activity began at the site around 1000 BCE, followed by the development of a Buddhist monastery-like community by approximately 550 BCE. Present day. The present-day Lumbinī historic site is 4.8 kilometers in length and 1.6 kilometers in width. The holy site of Lumbinī is bordered by a large monastic zone in which only monasteries can be built, no shops, hotels or restaurants. It is separated into an eastern and western monastic zone, the eastern having the Theravada monasteries, the western having Mahayana and Vajrayana monasteries. The holy site of Lumbinī has ruins of ancient monasteries, a sacred Bodhi tree, an ancient bathing pond, the Ashokan pillar and the Mayadevi temple, where the supposed place of birth of Buddha is located. From early morning to early evening, pilgrims from various countries perform chanting and meditation at the site. A non-governmental organization named Samriddhi Foundation started in 2013 working extensively in the field of education and health, especially in government schools of the area where underprivileged children study. A non-governmental organization called Asia Pacific Exchange and Cooperation Foundation, backed by chairman of the Unified Communist Party of Nepal and then Prime Minister Prachanda, the Chinese government, and a UN group called United Nations Industrial Development Organization, signed a deal to develop Lumbinī into a special development zone, with funds worth $3 billion. The venture was a China-UN joint project. A broader Lumbinī Development National Director Committee under the leadership of Pushpa Kamal Dahal was formed on 17 October 2011. The six-member committee included Communist Party of Nepal leader Mangal Siddhimananda, Nepali Congress leader Minendra Rijal, Forest Minister Muhammad Wakil Musalman, among other leaders. The committee was given the authority to draft a master plan to develop Lumbinī as a peaceful and tourism area and table the proposal, and the responsibility to gather international support for the same. Nippons and Mayadevi decided to build a peace pagoda in the park in 2001, which is visited by many different cultures and religions every day. Because Hindus regard the Buddha as an incarnation of Vishnu, thousands of Hindus have begun to come here on pilgrimage during the full moon of the Nepali month of Baisakh to worship Queen Mayadevi as Rupa Devi, the mother goddess of Lumbinī. Lumbinī was granted World Heritage status by UNESCO in 1997. On the Nepali rupee, Nepal's central bank has introduced a 100 rupee Nepali note featuring Lumbinī, the birthplace of Buddha. The Nepal Rashtra Bank said the new note would be accessible only during the Dashain, Nepal's major festival in October 2013. It displays the portrait of Mayadevi, Gautama Buddha's mother, in silver metallic on the front. The note also has a black dot which would help the blind recognize the note. The name of the central bank in Latin script would be printed on the note along with the date of printing in both the Christian era and the Bikram era. The new note is being issued following a cabinet decision the 27th of August. Transport. Lumbinī is a 8-hour drive from Kathmandu and a 30-minute drive from Barihawa. The closest airport is Gautama Buddha Airport at Barihawa, with flights to and from Kathmandu. Foreign visitors. Gallery. Bibliography. Wise Guy al. The Sacred Garden of Lumbinī. Perceptions of Buddha's Birthplace. Paris. UNESCO. Archived from the original on 30 August 2014.